Hey guys, in this video Charlie and I are going to be putting together a 5x2x2 enclosure from Dubia.com. The first thing that you're going to see is we put everything outside the box, looked at all of our pieces. We went ahead and removed this plastic film that you're going to find on all of your PVC wall pieces and on the glass doors. The first steps, we're going to put together the front frame. You're going to have one really long bar that's got the logo on the front, and then you're going to have two short bars that have little nubs at the bottom. So you're going to want to make sure that your the track is facing upwards and that the logo is facing out. You're going to hammer those together. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to place the long clear piece of plastic in the gap on the base, and then you're going to take your assembled piece of frame and you're going to put that over it and you're going to hammer it all into place. Next we're going to take the two short straight bars and you're going to hammer those into the back corner. Then we're going to turn around and we are going to insert our side and back panels. Just make sure whenever you do this that the holes on the two side panels are facing the same direction. Next, this is the most complicated part of the whole build. We're going to be installing our doors and the lid. And you're going to want to make sure that you find that this is front sticker that is on that lid. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to place the doors in the track. And after a little bit of failure on me and Charlie's part, we realized that this is much easier if you get some painter's tape. And once you put the doors in the track, you paint them together and then you tape them to the outside frame. That it helps keep everything together and supported so that your glass doesn't fall back into the enclosure. So once you get everything finagled and you get it set up the way you want, you're going to need to be really careful because the next step is to put the lid on and hammer everything into place. If your doors are not properly in the tracks, there's a high probability that you could end up pinching one of your doors and damaging your glass. So just be a little ginger whenever you first start hammering stuff in and make sure that nothing's chipping or catching. So while you're doing this, you want to make sure that the holes for the hardware, like the handles for your doors, are facing on the far sides of the enclosure. Lastly, none of this was very bad. The doors, we really like the way that the doors slide. They were very, very smooth. It does appear to be tempered glass because we ended up dropping one of the doors twice and it did not shatter. They do, however, sell replacement doors for a lot of their enclosures. So should that happen, if they don't have one now, I'm sure they're in the process of making a replacement door for it. So that is going to be really nice because a lot of the big manufacturers, you can't get that. At this point in the build, me and Charlie are at about 20 minutes on putting this together. And it took about 10 to 15 minutes to get all the plastic pieces pulled off and to get everything kind of cleaned up so we had somewhere to work. Because this is a large enclosure. It's 5 feet long, which means the box is also that big. Another thing we're really impressed with is how Dubia packages all their items. Everything's very neat, concise. I've yet to have an enclosure arrive broken, and this is our 7th one. So now we're moving on here. We've got everything installed. The doors are moving nicely. We're going to put on the hardware. You're going to notice 4 little plastic white pieces. These little spacers go into the holes in the glass to protect the glass from the screws. Next thing you're going to do, the soft plastic pad is going to go on the inside of the enclosure, and then the handle itself will be on the outside of the enclosure. You're going to take the screw and feed it from the back into the handle into the front and screw that together, and be very careful not to over tighten because there's a possibility that you could crack your glass. So yeah, all in all, we timed it. It was 27 minutes total to put this enclosure together with the two of us. Very easy, super light. We're liking it a lot. If you got any questions, please feel free to put them in below in the comments.